Hello YouTube, it's Travis. Welcome back. Today I have for you another AFR Best of 3 draft on MTG Arena. And this one I remember because there's some drafts where you may not be able to figure out exactly what's happening at the table, but you end up with a deck that was just so much fun that it sticks with you. I hope that you will enjoy watching this series as much as I enjoyed playing this deck. This is not one that you bump into very often, so enjoy. Alright, here we go. That's a fun build around. I think I can get behind trying some teleportation. Good morning, Martin. I'm doing well. Good morning, Standard. Played Paper Magic at lunch. It felt odd. Interesting. I was not aware there was a Twitch blackout. When is it? What's it for? I think I do like starting with the teleportation circle. It's today. Apparently I'm not participating in it then. The hate rate stuff needs to be talked about, for sure. I don't know that a blackout's the way to do it. For now, though, I'm going to focus on this draft, and we can talk about that afterwards. Treeless Era is possibly in contention here as well as the Loathsome Troll, and I also like Investigator, but it's just not on par with these cards. I'd really like to see what we can do with this and what we can blink. I found this to work best in blue-white, green-white, or just straight-up Bant. Owlbear is obviously quite fun to blink, as is the Elturgard Ranger. Blinking Dragon is a good time too. That's fair. However, that's comboing a 4-drop with a 5, 6, 7 drop. And there's also not that much in black that I would want to blink in addition to the dragon. So I think we take the Owlbear and we move along with our life. I also think I'm pretty happy to have the Cave of the Frost Dragon. Sounds good to me. Okay. I mean, I could still consider black-white if we're going to get Grim Bounties passed to us. Yeah, Vampire Spawn is something good to blink in black. Fangblade really isn't, but I kind of feel like we're getting signals that black's open here. Ironically, we're kind of getting signals that black's open and white isn't, which is not perfect, but there could be like an Esper thing that we do here. Man, this is awkward. Yeah, we could splash the circle. I think we take the Druid class and see where this takes us. It's possible we get back into green-white. And then see, here's an Air Cult Elemental that I'd really like to be playing. What if I splash the circle in green-blue? Because, like, yeah, Planar Ally's fine. But I think I'm more interested in something like this. Although, we'll see where this takes me. I don't have to know what I'm doing yet. It's pack 1. I've played Pit Trap before. Notice the black is dried up, like completely dried up. It's all gone. So I think Bant Circle may be what I'm going to try to do here. I have played Strength. I really haven't played those other cards. At least I haven't played them and been particularly happy about it. Sorry for the noise. I'm trying to open a pack of gum. And it's noisy gum. Interesting that all of that came back. Like, those are, I mean, they're not great cards, but they're playable green cards. Also kind of interesting that, like, I'm not getting blue. Like, I took the Air Cult Elemental, but that's it. That's all that's coming back. I think Froghemoth probably solidifies me in green. Asmercum opening stream, perhaps. Morning Rage. Well, let's get froggy with it. And yeah, I think I'm pretty comfortable with green-blue splashing the circle. After the Ontario government said, just kidding, no vaccine passports, they're now today saying, haha, got ya. That sounds about right. I kind of need to get the blue stuff here. Now, what's weird is this is the best card in this pack by a lot. But I think having the Mind Flayer, the Air Cult Elemental, and the Owlbear to blink means we just buckle into this, find a way to splash this teleportation circle, and make it bloody happen. So let's do this. We're blue-green. We're going to splash this. Word on the street is that this is bad now. I don't think that it is. I'm also not convinced this deck wants it. Yeah, I'm taking the Skullport Merchant and considering moving into Abzan if this blue doesn't open up. Because this is really good, but it's not good enough by itself. I was about ready to sideboard all of this blue. Because I think I probably still should. We get a Grim Bounty, we get a Beholder to blink, and we get a Fang Blade. Yeah, there's no reason for us to be playing this blue. This has been a difficult draft. Bloody hell. Okay, fine. We were blue the whole time. Why you gotta be like this? The Air Cult Elemental's really the best to blink, and I think what I want the most. I should be able to find another Charmed Sleep. Now, I need some measure of card advantage, and I do not currently have it, and I think Contact Other Plane may have to be what I take. Displacer Beast is at least cute to blink. Yeah, I figured we could at least spin one of these, so that's good. I mean, probably not playing that. I think these are all better. I've played the bounce spell. I'm figuring if we're going to play to splash the teleportation circle, we may as well shove the Cave of the Frost Dragon in there. But I could also use a little bit of fixing. I think a green removal spell, an Evolving Wilds, and a Bag of Holding would really tie this room together. Don't mind a ranger class, though. I thought we were going to be blinking these dudes, but apparently we're doing owlbears, mind flayers, displacer beasts, and air cult elementals, which seem not bad. Layer of the Hydra's pretty good too. Okay. I mean, we're definitely playing 18 lands now. I feel like I'm building a constructed deck. Okay, we said we wanted one green removal spell. There it is. I also want one piece of fixing, and I don't think I'm going to get it. So I may have to do this the old-fashioned way, which is not pretty. It's the Dominaria fixing. Oh. I could probably play 2 Null Hunters. They're not terrible. I don't know what you're doing here. But this deck doesn't... I often play a dungeon map. This deck doesn't need one. I suppose it's possible it wants one, because I am playing 2 6s, but I don't want to jam a bunch of lands and a dungeon map into the same deck when all I've got to mitigate card advantage is like a contact other plane. Like, that's just a recipe to flood out. I took all the gates. It was great. What the heck? I do not understand this draft, y'all. So the correct answer was just to force green white from the beginning. I have no idea what this table is doing. I literally do not know. Yeah, it's the best pick. I can't take it. I have literally no idea what they're doing. So I'm actually short 3 playables here. Well, I was. So I think what we're going to do is run 18 lands, and we're going to run the mana sink now, because I'm going to flood out, and I'm short playables. That means we need the dungeon map. Now, if 3 of our lands are creature lands, it's a little less bad when we flood out because we've got something to do with the mana, right? Because we literally have 3 creature lands. You're not supposed to have 3 creature lands. That's something you might see in a constructed deck, not in a limited deck. So the last key point is, why shouldn't we just run 18 lands? And I can't think of a reason. Because at this point, I've got a little bit of card draw, a little bit of card advantage we can start getting from here. We've got dungeon runs, and I've got creature lands. So I think we would just run the 18 lands. Yeah, with 3 creature lands, I honestly don't see a reason not to. I don't like that it defaults to these styles when I paid for these styles. All right, let's build this mana base, because I'm going to need 3 planes, which kind of sucks. Well, 2 and the Crucible. Cave. Whatever. Discard! All right, so there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 green would leave us room for 7 blue, which isn't really enough, and I'm aware of that, but it's kind of what we got to do if we want to play the teleportation circle. So welcome to Dominaria style fixing. I say Dominaria style fixing because it was a slow format, but a powerful format, and you would often play 18 lands and just kind of force it to work. Huh. Magic, thank you for the host. Much appreciated. I do randomly pick lands. It makes me happy to have the lands not match. I'm not sure why. Let's see what we got here. It's got Zemana. I like that. Relatively happy to just trade 2-drops for a bit. All right, fine. Don't want to trade the Basilisk for that. Wouldn't mind Hunter's marking this, though. Don't really have anything to blink yet, but we could, and I like that. Let's start here with this. This is a pretty safe attack. I'd like to spend all my mana. I'm scared if I Hunter's Mark there that they're just going to Bull Strength it or something, and I don't want to do that. It looks like they didn't have anything. But I'm locking myself into not being able to double spell for a while by taking the play that I took there. Well, that's kind of fantastic then. Let's just draw our cards and see if we can hit a couple land drops. Hey, look, a couple land drops. Good morning, AF. How are things in your world, Aaron? Okay. I guess we'll kill it now. I'm glad things are looking up. Heck yeah, dude. All right, so maybe you take a nap. This may be better, because there's a chance they're just going to play something large, and I need something large to block it. Because right now we still don't have anything good to blank. There's some good stuff in here to blank, we're going to need it relatively soon. Because let's say, I don't know, they play a Hill Giant Herd Gorger. Maybe, just maybe. You want to have something that can block it. Ideally, they don't kill my land, but it's a way to help mitigate this flood a little bit. I'm sorry to hear that. That does not sound great. Is there something they can do about that? We played it to trade it. So it'd be real nice now to draw one of our Mana War variants. There are 3 of them in the deck if you were counting at home. 3. 3 of them. And I just need to draw 1. Well, I'm glad you're starting some treatment, and I hope that it will help you. There are 3 on the bottom of my deck? Probably. No, I have 3 of them. I legitimately have 3 of them, Orcish. I'm not crazy. Well, might be crazy, but... I figured they'd probably trade that. It's fine. I know, but I thought it might mean that you thought I didn't... Some words are hard. I still think our best bet is to hit one of those 3 things, which is why I'm leveling up the Ranger class. I can take a hit or 2. Not many, but some. Probably this one, and then we're looking at chump blocking and hoping I draw the damn thing. Mind Flayer ain't a bad start. This returns it to owner's control, right? Yeah. So blinking their unicorn gives it back to them. I would very much like an Air Cult Elemental. It's a lot of lands, yo. But we did put a lot of lands in the deck so that we could do stuff like this. They're thinking they need to go wide to get me, which is not a bad idea. Well, they've already got like a decent amount of attackers here, but the awkward part is they don't really want to kill their own unicorn. I don't think they know they can move the Delver's Torch, and I can't really attack with the unicorn while they have it equipped unless I want to give them a free adventure, which I don't mind. Wow. Okay, never mind. we're about to have a good time. This looks like somebody who has a combat trick. So let's get it out of their hand. If it's bull strength, I'm probably still better. Well, bull strength would kill me if I don't block this. So this needs to be blocked, and you're probably here to chomp. But still more valuable than this. So this would mean bull strength is dealing me 6, and I'd go to 3. I think I can be okay with that. Or they don't have bull strength. I was really not prepared for that. But you know, you do what you gotta do. No, no blinkies, thank you. We're down to most of our deck and have not found the things we wanted to blink, which is kind of... Well, I suppose this was part of it, but... Still kind of funny to me. I think they're frustrated. But it's okay. They're allowed to be frustrated. Because they're not bluffing anything now. They don't have any cards in hand. I don't think they know that they can move at standard. Maybe they're frustrated that I haven't killed them yet. I don't know what their deal is. Yes, it would appear that they obviously don't. Fair enough. Don't really need to blinky dink any of this, so no. We've had our fun though. Teleportation circle did stone nothing. But you know what? The deck worked. That's really all I needed. Turns out Rangers class and creature lands. Pretty good. Pretty good. So there are 3 air cult elementals in here. We just didn't draw any of them. We got 14 cards deep. What's up, Skullinate? This looks to be green-white life gain with some bad cards and some good cards. It looks a little more focused than what I'm doing, but I think its power level is also a little lower than something like Ranger class. That said, we got some stinkers too. I don't think we got much of a size board though, so let's jam it back. It is always the right call to get the COVID vaccine. I don't know how there's people that think it's not. I'm not okay joking about that, Andy. A lot of things it's okay to joke about. COVID vaccine isn't one of them right now. I didn't actually mean to time him out. Can somebody untime him out? I just wanted to delete that. Thank you, John. There's people who spout that crap. Because there's people who say that and mean it, dude. I don't find it offensive. I just don't want there to be the possibility that someone could see that and think that you're serious. Because there's people that see that crap and go, oh, he's serious. Why? Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't want to leave up a spell when they're about to equip a 5-cost artifact? I'm not mad at you. And yes, I'd like to think we can joke about it. But in this space, it's like, good grief. All right, anytime you want to hit the thing that does the stuff now, I'm game. But yes, it does serve to highlight how stupid these people are, because it's ridiculous that I would... Yeah. I don't want to go off on that again and spend all day talking about it, though, so I'm going to move on. But get your damn vaccine. Owlbear seems pretty reasonable. So does another one of them. Not a world where I'm trading off the Air Cult Elemental, so let's attack with it. So a little short on the blue sources, but it's all right. Yeah, it's funny how that works out, eh? But got to be careful building your deck around one card, which is why I don't think we did it. Like, these are just value creatures, eh? Like, we can still do something like this at least. Got one. Boop. This is not a good attack, my friend, but feel free. I'm gonna hold on to that for you too. We should just fire this off now. Might hit one of the other tap lands. Or we might hit these. And, you know, I'm pretty happy with both of them. That works. That works. This is their owlbear, right? I know I want this in play. I think I want this in play too. Yeah, sure. You can recast this every turn. I'll kill you eventually. I can also just trade him the owlbear back. Yeah, that seems actually fine. Fair enough. Should have attacked with it. But kind of just looking to get the game over at this point. Which I think we will be able to do here in just a moment. Boop, boop. Boop. There we go. So we got to do some cool teleportation circle stuff. It's in there. It's working. It's a part of it. Again. Hello, wallet. Things are good. Things are good. I got a little bit of a headache, I think just because I was kept awake last night by some thunderstorms. It's not, it's just painful. It's not like hurting my cognition, so that's nice. I'm feeling a bit calmer after spending yesterday designing video games. I think what may have actually happened, well, I do not know this to be true, but what I have found, what I have experienced after I got off of nicotine, is that I have had a lot harder time focusing and have tended to chase rabbits mentally, if you know what I mean. I think there's a possibility that I might be ADHD and was self-medicating with nicotine. Because now without the stimulants, it's a little harder for me to stay focused. Now, maybe that's just what stimulants do to people. I don't know. But I feel really flighty. which is not super normal for me. Playing Storm, fair enough. But I did go a little bit deeper than I expected with the game design thing. Like last night, I spent about an hour and a half getting some stuff put into Tabletop Simulator, and then I watched about an hour-long video about Game Maker and what you can do with it. I'm like, I might actually be able to do that, but I also recognize that like the project I'm wanting to do is like, hey, this is going to take you like 5 years. That does make sense, Tommy. So it's probably not something I'm going to finish in an afternoon. It's something I would be working on over the course of 5 years. I've got another one. Nope. I suspect that I could. I think that's what it would take, is maybe a couple of months to pull that off. It looks like I can hunter's mark that, but I can't. I don't like that it does this. If we can draw a land, this game's over. Okay, cool, we drew land. This game will functionally be over in just a moment. Yeah, that one bugs me a little bit too, but like it is what it is. I suppose I could have done it that way. But I also just wanted to make sure I was getting that trade. This is an interesting day. A very interesting day indeed. You can have it. I'll just draw 2 next turn. Huh. It's a lot of gnolls. $18 lands and a dungeon map, ladies and gentlemen. I have no idea what's going on over here. Like, this draft was weird. These games are weird. It's just bizarre magic theater. But that is fair. I could probably have the game to a point where I could like start playtesting it in a few months. But it's also like not something I'm going to sit down and be like, okay, I'm done, and here's something I can show you in an evening's worth of work. It's like, if I actually want to pursue this, this is my new hobby. Because I had it in my head that I could get like me and Andy in a Discord and test something out in a few days, and I don't actually think that's the case. It's always weird when it's not ranked, right? Like yesterday, I bumped into absurd decks and great players. And today I opened a Ranger class. Well, word on the street is when you hit Mythic, you don't actually hit Mythic, you get beginner tier. Not too shabby. That means next turn I could play this and have you come to a river up. And unless I draw a forest, I can't play the owl bear. So I think I'm better off just playing the 2/2 here. I miss Bud Spot. But Bud Spot is gone. Rip Bud Spot. The account stopped. Bud Spot is dead. I don't think Bud Spot Jr. could actually do anything without Dad, though. I sure hope they don't have a compelled duel. No, I didn't bother looking. But I do miss Bud Spot. Somebody can do some Google foo and figure out what happened to it. Oh no, a compelled duel. Oh, I have to block that one. Okay, fine. I should have just blocked it before, or bounced it before. Well, that sucks. I can't play anything. Who would ban Bud Spot? I think I'd rather just naturally draw the cards. Although that could draw me 2 lands. And I could make a play, which would be mighty nice. So let's do that. Something does need to happen about the hate raids. Like, that's just obviously bad. I don't understand why nothing's been done about that yet. I suppose it could whiff, though. It could, our 18 land deck could whiff. I see you are also a Magic player of culture. Okie dokie. Another land. What do we do with it? I guess we play us an owlbear and get ready for the attack next turn. Hey, that could be fun. It got better. I mean, eventually. You take your time. You used to be able... Okay, there it is. They have played for 23 minutes. They're not actually playing that slow. He's dead, Jen. What's up, Ishtari? They can have another scry. I don't mind. I'm a nice guy. Scry's for everybody. Huh. I guess they don't want the scry. I thought it was being nice. All right, one more for all of the marbles. And then perhaps I will have some lunch. That ain't pretty, but it's keepable. Interesting. Have not seen many spare daggers. Well, I was thinking there's a chance I was going to spike pit trap it, but now I'm thinking that's not what I want to do. Okay. Mythic. Oh, you mean the numbers? I have no idea. I don't even remember what it was. As soon as we hit it, I logged out. My goal for that was to get to Mythic, not looking at getting a particular number. I don't think it was in the top. I don't even know how it works. That does sound like something I'd do. I haven't checked. I could check the email account associated with that. It's just not one I usually use. Yeah, okay, that sepulchral ghoul probably does need to die now, which is fine. We can make that happen. If you'd like to sacrifice Asmodeus to it now, by all means, go right ahead. Druid class is a fine one to have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we could have Spiked Pit Trap up, which I might want to use. If you remind me, we can look it up after this round. I just have to peek at an email account I don't use very much. Storm Count, thank you for the resub. Much appreciated. Happy September. Well, I'd have to log out of this account and then go back into that account to do it, so. I'm pretty happy taking the first hit. Here, I'll look. We will know in a moment. I'm pretty sure I did it here. I might not have, though. I really don't remember what email address I used for this. What happened? They killed a token? Sure, I didn't need that. Wizards. I had a thing to verify my email, and it says there was an error doing it. Yeah, this is not something I can do while I'm streaming. Sorry. Okay, so what are we doing? We're going to make a big thing so we can block that. That was my plan, at least. Critical hit. Bye-bye. I can log into the account and see what it is. That's probably, like, and see if we got it. Minimus containment does say non-land. Correct. Correct. So what are we up against here? Black-white stuff with Asmodeus combo? Like, what are the chances they're playing Tiamat? Sealed is about 5 times more skill intensive than Draft. Opening well is a lot less important in Sealed than Draft. I have a lot of tips on Sealed. Probably too many to give you right now. But stick around. Ask me when we're not in the middle of a game and I can give you a crash course on Sealed. I don't think I have much of a sideboard. Joy of Sealing, when Sealed is reasonable to play on Arena. It's too expensive for me to play it. I can't afford it. Like, I am barely able to support myself with this stream. It is hanging on by a razor's edge. That's not the problem. The interface could be a little better, but you can do it on an outside program and then import it. So that's really not that big a problem. The issue is it costs infinity. Well, the issue is that the rewards are mostly in packs, and I don't want the packs. So it's not really practical to grind Sealed. It does seem like it could be better. Yeah, if things were more focused on gems, I think that would be better, but they're not, so... I'm gonna have to fire this off, which sucks. Could use one of them blue sources there, Bubs. And ain't we got an artifact removal spell? I thought I had one. I don't remember if I do or not. I haven't drawn it at any point during the game. I thought I did, but I don't think I've seen it. I think it'd be better for everybody. Still hasn't left play. Yes, it's lost its abilities, but it doesn't say anything about that. It says, as long as you control Mind Flayer. I control Mind Flayer. This card is called Mind Flayer, and I control it. Well, if that's not there, then there's nothing that would ever give it back to them. Who's your good little dragon? Okay. Everybody's trading for something. I don't know. I'm happy that they're not. Because they'd probably have killed me with it if they had done it by now. But they seem really uninterested in doing that. That's fair. Maybe they're just trying to be nice. They're gonna trade it now. I think they were just a bit mana deprived. Fair enough. So if their plan is to play back the Death Toucher, they're just dead. to the creature lands that I got past 3 of in draft. Well, I think I opened one. I don't remember. Yeah, they're dead. They're dead on board. Okay. Man, yesterday I could not win a game. Literally couldn't win a game. I think we had multiple 1-2s yesterday. And today, feeling worse. No problem. Here's your 3-0. I guess we take these. We don't complain. Tervetuloa anti. So there you go, folks. Just draft 3 rare lands. If you were wondering how to get your 3-0s, that's how you do it. Thank you to my patrons. I appreciate you supporting the work that I'm doing here on YouTube. If you'd like to become a patron, you can visit my Patreon. There's a link below. You can get some rewards and see your name up here in lights with these fine folks. Thank you very much.